The pandemic. Wow. Um, Personally, with my family, we went through a lot. There was a lot of things going on. Um, Even with my friends, I don't know if I don't think I got corona right in the beginning of the pandemic because there weren't any tests or anything. But I got sick for a little bit. But I was fine. But I know I have some friends that lost family members. Um, and then my mom ended up getting sick, but she's all right. Um, yeah, she's doing a lot better now. But just
What do you miss?
what do I miss during the pandemic? I miss just being able to be outside without feeling uncomfortable. Um, Honestly, even when I just went on a hike yesterday, a small hike to run and do some stairs, and people were passing, and I'm just running. There's a trail literally I'm going across, and to stay away from them, just so that I could give them. And I forgot my mask. That didn't help either. But I miss that to where you can walk and be like, hey, how's it going? Or if somebody's dog walks up to you and you can pet the dog. Um, I miss being able to go out, especially I don't know what's gonna happen this summer, but around this time before it happened, the barbecues. Um, I miss people in general, to be honest. I miss the crowds where you could gather up and celebrate each other. If somebody is doing something, an accomplishment, if a friend's business is doing great, you can have a little get together on a Friday or Saturday at somebody's house. I miss just being around my mom all the time because I'm always around so many different people. I can't be around her until I go get my nose all played with, and then I have the result, and then I know it's tough. Um, it's a lot. When it happened, I lost my job. I had a job in downtown Seattle, and I ended up losing it, and I freaked out. I didn't know what I was doing, so luckily I ended up doing something else. And then, I miss my old work buddies, miss the environment, and I'm tired of just, some days being scared that, hey, what if? Because a lot's going on. People are still traveling nowadays. Now more than ever, it's still not all done, but I'm scared now that, hey, what if it goes back? I'm scared. What if my mom catches it? I'm scared if I catch it. How am I gonna react? Um, but luckily, the vaccine is here. Um,
What are you
so,
hopeful for at this point? Do you see life going back to the way it was before?
what am I hopeful for? The pandemic brought, of course, Corona, but it also brought a lot of things because we were at home. People were at home. Now, people's eyes are open to a lot of things. A lot of things were happening in the community where people were being indifferent to it. Yeah, they would see it, but they would continue on with their life. But now, the whole world took a pause, and now everybody who saw it started talking about it, and I'm hoping we continue talking. I'm hoping people keep talking and hoping, both sides are listening. Let's educate the people who aren't trying to listen or don't want to listen to us. And also on top of that, with me being African, of course, I was treated a lot different when I came to America with the whole, I didn't even know in Africa, I didn't know about slavery, to be honest. I didn't know anything. I found out everything about here in America in school. Of course, when you're in middle school and stuff, I'm adapting. I'm learning a whole new language, everything. I'm learning from a whole bunch of people. And then, you watch TV, you're learning from the television and stuff. And, a lot of the stuff you learn from TV, when I got to college, I really learned what the truth about a lot of history and stuff. And So, we don't know that. So, having that mindset where I immigrated here, and when I came here, I didn't even know I was dark skinned as I was, because back home I was just me. But when I came here, I was really dark. I stood out in rooms. Anytime I got into a room, dang, who's that dark? Yo, dang, midnight. Da, da, da. Hey, this midnight. So that took a long time to understand, and then I didn't get along with a lot of kids who in my neighborhood, because that I didn't dress. I dressed like I did back home, all those things, and they're like, oh, you're African, da da da, you're FOB. FOB stands for fresh off the boat, and so now you're trying to work out of that being a FOB, and so and now 2020, when 2020 happened, with everything happening in society, community, with my mindset, I was just like, okay, as an African, how can I help support what's going on? And of course, a lot of times, nobody else is, I'm black. Not just that, I'm dark skinned, very dark skinned, and I scare people, and I've seen people cross the road because they're scared, clutch their purse, all those things. So definitely, we definitely have to talk more and more. We want to be heard. People want to be heard. People want to have a voice. And that's what I'm hoping would happen moving forward. So, there's a lot of bad things that happened during the pandemic, and there's some good things that happened during the pandemic. And I think the good thing that happened is we took a pause on the fast life, because the life in America is faster than a lot of places in the world. You wake up, work. You're working so fast. But when everything was paused and we witnessed, we saw the things that the things that were on autopilot, and that's where I'm just hoping, we get back to where everybody is at least working together and we're able to listen instead of shutting down or shutting the other person up and shutting it all down. And as you look at history, as a people we're heard, and we just want to be heard, and that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Yeah.